You think you've been applying Stoicism, but here's the one Stoic truth you're still ignoring. You don't control yourself nearly as much as you pretend to. You tell yourself you're practicing detachment, that you're aligned with nature, that you're doing your best, but beneath the surface, you're still chasing outcomes. You want to control how people see you. You want life to reward your efforts. You want virtue, yes, but only if it pays off. That's not Stoicism. That's a transaction. You still carry the illusion that effort guarantees ease, that if you read the right books, recite the right quotes, and keep calm under pressure, then somehow life will give you a break. But Marcus Aurelius didn't write meditations because things were easy. He wrote them because he needed to remind himself, over and over again, to stay the course, even while facing betrayal, war, disease, and the death of his children. You break down over an unanswered message. You spiral when your plans fall through. You abandon your discipline as soon as the routine breaks. Epictetus said, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid, but you still crave recognition. You still want others to see you as wise, composed, virtuous, so you curate your actions instead of purifying your soul. You hide behind knowledge but refuse to apply it in discomfort. You nod at the principle of a more fatty, loving your fate, but secretly resent the parts of your life that challenge you. That's not fate acceptance. That's conditional contentment. And Stoicism has no use for that. You say you're letting go of what you can't control, but you're still addicted to your narrative. You secretly believe that things should unfold a certain way, that you deserve clarity, that you've earned stability. That's not wisdom, that's entitlement. Seneca wrote, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." How much time have you wasted mentally rehearsing arguments, replaying slights, or worrying about outcomes that never happened? You scroll endlessly for philosophical insight, but you avoid sitting still with your own thoughts. You look for new Stoic lessons as a form of escape, chasing clarity while avoiding application. It's easy to read about courage. It's hard to tell the truth when it costs you comfort. It's easy to quote Seneca. It's hard to live like you might die tomorrow. You know what Stoicism asks of you. Not a performance, not a lifestyle, not an aesthetic, but transformation. Are you willing to let parts of yourself die for that? The ego, the victimhood, the stories you tell yourself to justify your inaction, are you ready to let those burn? Most people aren't. Most people love the idea of Stoicism but hate what it demands. Because it demands that you take responsibility for every internal reaction, regardless of external injustice. It demands that you stop waiting for life to make sense and start choosing how to respond, now in the chaos. Right now, you still choose comfort over clarity. You still fear discomfort more than dishonor. You still value smooth days over strong character. That's the truth you don't want to face, that you've gotten very good at pretending you're progressing, when really, you're stalling in place. And worse, you know it. You know you're capable of more discipline. You know you've been giving half effort, half truth, half commitment. You know you've let habits creep in that make you soft. The worst part is, you know exactly what you should be doing, but you keep waiting for the right time to begin. Here's your reminder, the right time never comes. It's always inconvenient to become who you're meant to be. It's always difficult to step away from comfort and into challenge. You want to be stoic? Then stop searching for motivation. Show up when it's boring. Speak up when it's uncomfortable. Hold the line when it's thankless. Nobody else can live your principles for you. Stoicism isn't a checklist. It's a confrontation with every excuse, every impulse, every part of you that still flinches at discomfort. If you flinch, fine, but don't lie to yourself and call it wisdom. You're not here to have an easy life. You're here to have a worthy one. The Stoics didn't teach detachment so you could float above your problems. They taught it so you could wade into them without drowning. Life doesn't care about your vision board. It doesn't care about your feelings, your plans, your timelines. It will break you in places you thought were secure. And the question isn't, why is this happening to me? It's, how will I respond? The only real control you have is over that, your response. Not your mood. Not your thoughts. Your response. Because even your thoughts will betray you if you don't train them. Even your emotions will lie. But your principles, That's where the Stoic anchors. You don't rise to the level of your ideals, you fall to the level of your habits. So look at your habits. Look at your choices. Look at the gap between what you say you value and what you tolerate from yourself. Every compromise you make is a message to your soul: you don't have to try. But you do. Because no one becomes virtuous by accident. No one becomes free by avoiding resistance. So here it is, the Stoic truth you're ignoring: your life is your fault. Not what happened to you, not the chaos around you, but what you do with it. Your fear is your fault. Your envy is your fault. Your laziness is your fault. No one else can clean it up for you. And if you refuse to own that, no amount of philosophy will save you. But if you face it brutally, honestly, courageously, then everything changes. Because once you admit that you've been holding yourself back, you reclaim the power to move forward. Not perfectly, not painlessly, but deliberately. Every day, every moment, with discipline, with detachment, with virtue. That's Stoicism. That's the truth. The only question now is whether you'll keep pretending or finally live like it matters.